Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
The first cut of the new Batman movie ran 4 hours, so producers cut all the scenes where people laughed when the Twilight guy shows up at Batman, and now it runs 6 minutes. The Atlanta Braves World Series trophy will go on tour. It's a chance for fans to finally touch a championship trophy. And by fans, I mean the Atlanta Falcons. Anti-drug activists say Euphoria glamorizes drugs. If they think they're angry now, wait till they see an episode of So You Think You Can Snort.
Prospector ruins everything, even the news. Tune in Monday for
New York City. Found out I use a couple of local words that do not translate well out of Northeast PA. Let's call them NEPAnyms. You know, they mean the same thing as other words, but no one outside of Northeast PA knows them. NEPAnyms. First, I called the place and I asked for a tray of pizza. The lady was stymied. What's a tray of pizza, she asked. And I quickly righted that ship by asking for a pie. I knew that. Okay, a pie. That's what I need. Oh, okay, a pie. Sure, we'll get you a pie. Come on down, blah, blah, blah. Second, I repeatedly asked for a lager at bars. Yeah, can I get a lager? And was met with, what kind of lager? We got Brooklyn lager, Lagunitas lager, blah, 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 blah. And then I would go, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I remember the NEPAnym, Yingling lager. That's what I want. Yingling lager. Because here in NEPA, it's simply lager. In the rest of the world, you have to order a Yingling lager. So there's my two. Do you know any other NEPAnyms, words that we use here that, nobody else uses, but they mean the same thing as other words? Alex on Facebook.com/Angry Prospector says, hoagie, that's a NEPAnym. When I moved here from New York City, I went to a shop and asked for a sub. The guy at the counter had no idea what I was talking about. Kevin, go down south and ask for a Coke. You'll get a Sprite. And James says ink pen. The rest of the civilized world calls it a pen. Ink pen is a definite NEPAnym. So is corpse house for funeral home.
A hoagie.
A hoagie. Now, when you say a hoagie, just describe what you mean.
A hoagie, we're also called subs.
So you're talking about cold meat, sandwich bun, different things, that kind of stuff, right?
And, yeah, that kind of stuff, yep.
All right, good deal, man. What's your name?
My name is Kate.
Hey, how about henna?
Henna or Hena? Absolutely. Now, what does that mean when you say it?
No, well, from Hazleton, it means isn't that so?
And nobody outside of NEPA knows that.
I doubt it.
Sean says, a long time ago, my cousins and I were in New York City at a deli, and my cousin asked for a sandwich with Polish ham. The guy said, I know Polish women, but I don't know what Polish ham is. NEPAnym. Kate says, Hena. A definite NEPAnym. Absolutely. NEPAnym, of course, words we use here in NEPA that nobody knows what they mean, but they mean the same as other words outside of us. Vanessa, originally from New York City, I got strange looks when I call the fire hydrant a Johnny pump around here. I never knew a fire hydrant would be a NEPAnym.
Do you know what a Bellini is? It's a potato cake. It's like Lithuanian.
Okay.
But if you go to Church Bazaar and you say Bellinis, but it's a potato cake.
I always thought of potato pancakes. I know that. Are they similar?
Yeah.
Okay, so a potato pancake, a Bellini, and that's a NEPAnym. Nobody outside of here knows it, huh?
Well, if you're not Lithuanian, no.
Well, you go to Canada, I went a lot. You order a soda. You look at me like, a soda? What the hell's a soda? It's got to be a pop. Like, what soda? We don't understand what soda is.
Yeah, and that happens sometimes in the South. If you order a soda, they start giving you seltzer water.
The only thing they do know is like a Diet Coke.
Shelley says, what about monkey meat? All right, I'm going to plead ignorance. I don't know what monkey meat is. I guess I don't know all the NEPAnyms after all. Northeast PA's Classic Rock, Rock 107. Good morning. All right, phone is ringing here at Rock 107, so let's just answer it, see what's going on. Hello, Rock 107.
Hi, it's your wife.
Oh, hi. What's up, Tara?
Hi, I just want to see, can I come home now? I didn't see the score. What happened?
You can come home. The Rams won. Everything's all right as far as that goes. So, yeah, come on home. You'll be all right.
Oh, yay. Okay.
But there's bad news on that.
What?
Well, you're going to have to go back out in 2 weeks when the Rams play in the Super Bowl.
Whatever.
So, is it safe to come home? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah, it's absolutely safe to come home, but you need to make a pit stop for me on the way home and pick something up. Is that cool?
What?
It won't cost you any money. I've already paid for it. I need you to just stop at Best Buy. Text me when you get to Best Buy, and then tell me what spot you're in. Park in one of those customer pickup spots.
Yeah.
And I'll have them bring it out. Just open the trunk for you, and then leave it in the car. I'll get it when I come home.
Oh, I don't even know. Fine. What is it?
It's a new TV. I had to get a TV.
Oh, come on.
There was an incident during the game where I got a little heat, so I had to get a new TV. So just pick it up. Won't cost you a dime. I took care of it.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
What
happened to the TV?
Something happened and it doesn't work, so we got a new one. I ended up having to watch the rest of the game downstairs in the basement bunker studio, but I've taken care of it. You just got to pick it up.
Ridiculous.
What do you mean ridiculous? I'm watching football. Sometimes things happen.
Ridiculous.
It's not costing you any money.
Yeah, you're lucky it's not.
I took care of it, all right? It all came out of my account.
All right, fine.
So go pick up the new TV, and I'll meet you at the house after I get off the air, and I'll hook it up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it. You're not that mad, huh? All right, good. Am I going to get a divorce paper with the new TV? Is that what's happening?
No.
All right.
No.
All right. Good enough. Well, I appreciate your willingness to pick the TV up for me and all that.
All right.
Okay, I love you. It's safe to come home now, though.
Love you.
Why do I feel like there's more to come out of this TV stuff than I already got? I'm sure something terrible is coming my way. Still happy the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. Northeast PA's Classic Rock 107. I'm Prospector, and I just can't stop listening to the audio of the final nail in the coffin for the Niners.
Garoppolo under pressure. Donald got there in the air, intercepted by the Rams, and they may ride to the Super Bowl on that. And there's Traven Howard to end the game.
22 years to the day they actually won their only Super Bowl. The Rams move on to play, Cincinnati, the Bengals. I'm sure there's Bengals fans being just as happy as I am this morning, and congratulations to both teams. But, go Rams. That's all I'm saying, And people are already texting me, you want to make a bet? Let's make a bet. If I find the right Bengals fan and the right bet, we might make some.
What's a Yambag? A fool, an idiot, a blockhead. What's a Yambag? A fool, an idiot, a blockhead, a dunce, or an ignoramus. A dullard, simpleton, or a clot, nitwit, dipstick, pea-brain, mouth breather, or cretin.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yambag of the day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
Here are the nominees. Nominee number 1.
What's the opposite of third time's a charm? 2 weeks ago, a masked robber in Jersey City, New Jersey, robbed a small neighborhood market that's run by the 77-year-old owner and his wife. He got away with $10 worth of cigars. The same masked man came back 5 days later, got away with $20. The next day, he returned a third time and got $180. In 2 of the robberies, the 77-year-old man was assaulted, and in the third, the robber roughed up the wife. That's 3 times in 6 days. But when he came back for a 4th robbery last Friday, the police were waiting on him. An off-duty cop had been keeping an eye on the store, and when the robber jumped behind the counter, he sprang into action. The robber was identified as 34-year-old Travis Neely. He was arrested and charged with 4 counts of strong arm robbery and 1 count of resisting arrest. He also appeared to be under the influence of drugs.
Nominee number 2.
What's the longest you think you can get away with doing something illegal? I'm not talking about sharing a Netflix or streaming password either. On Wednesday, an 84-year-old man admitted to police that he'd been driving without a license. Not just on that trip. Not for a couple of months or years. He's never had a license, and he's been driving for 72 years, since he was 12 years old. And when he was finally caught, it wasn't for a wreck or traffic infraction. It was technology. His car, a blue Mini, was flagged by a traffic camera for being unregistered, so cops pulled him over. This happened in the UK, and the local police say they were gentle with him, meaning he probably wasn't hit with a serious charge. But in addition to not be licensed, insured, or registered ever, there's another problem. He's old. Police said, quote, he's hard of hearing. His reactions were poor. He was unsteady on his feet. So he wasn't even safe if he was road legal. It's worth pointing out it's unclear how much this guy had driven. He did apparently have an unregistered car, but this would be easier to get away with if he wasn't out and about that often.
And the winner is...
the man who robbed a store 3 times in 1 week and was arrested when he came back to rob it a 4th time. Hey, dummy! What'd you think? It was just an ATM you can hit up whenever you needed to? You're the Yambag of the day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yambag of the Week competition. Stay tuned for more nominees for Prospector's Yambag of the Day, weekday mornings, right here on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cut.